Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lomzy. I'm back again with another video, guys. Today's video is how to make a circle top with sleeve. If that's what you want to watch, continue watching till the end and see how I made this beautiful circle top. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you for always coming back to watch and support, and like and share my video out in your communities and your social media. Thank you very much. I appreciate. If this is your first time coming across my channel, consider subscribing and hit on the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos. Now for today's sewing tutorial is very easy, very simple for beginners. So let's start with this tutorial. To make this, you'll be using a square fabric. I'm using African fabric and it comes by 45 inches. So you're going to fold it in two like this. That's what I have here, like this. You're going to be folding it again, triangular form. So I pick this edge and fold it again like this. So that's what I have here. I'm going to pick it like that and fold it. This is just for you to understand what I am doing. So now we have 4 pieces on fold. So I'm going to be starting by getting the shoulder line, which is what I have here. My shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2. I'm going to get 8 inches, and I'm going to be adding ½ inch sewing allowance to that, which is 8.5, and that's what I have here, as you can see. So from this line I'll be coming up 2 inches, and I'll mark that. I will explain what this 2 inches is. So I'm going to mark that here, and I'll be adding ½ inch to this, which is the sewing allowance. So let me show you what this means. Now on your clothes, this shoulder sloping you have here, which is 2 inches, that is what I have done here. So this is 2 inches here, and that is the difference I have here. So on this place now, this is where my neckline is going to be. So I'm going to square this out and square the allowance out also. So as you can see, I have squared this out. This is the neckline and that's the sewing allowance. So on this neckline, I'm going to be getting the width of the neckline, which is 3 inches. So at this 3 inches, after marking it, I'm going to join this line to the shoulder line. So you will now have the shoulder sloping now. Now we have our shoulder sloping. So remember to add the sewing allowance you have also added on the neckline. So I'm going to add ½ inch sewing allowance to the shoulder and also join that. Next, we are going to mark the neck depth. So the neck depth for the back, I'll be using 1 inch. So I'm going to mark this here and then connect it. So I'm going to draw the neckline curve. Remember to always include the sewing allowance. Next is the front neckline depth. I'll be taking 4 inches actually. Next, I'll be drawing the armhole length. So from the shoulder line, I'll drop down 9 inches as the armhole length. And then I'm going to connect the line on the shoulder line. So the same 8.5 inches, I'm going to draw it here and then connect it to the shoulder line. On this line, I'm going to get the bust, round the bust measurement. So round the bust measurement I'm using is 40. I'm going to divide that by 4 and add ½ inch sewing allowance to that, which is 10.5. So that's what I'm going to mark here. The next thing is to make the armhole curve on that line. Next, I'm going to take down the length of the dress. So from this shoulder, I'm going to take the length of the dress, not from the sewing allowance, from the main line. I'm going to take down the length of the dress. I'm using 26 inches. That is what the African print came in. So 26 inches, I'm going to take it round like that. So I'll be cutting out from all the places I have made the lines, but I made a mistake. I haven't added the side seam, though I'm going to add that later. But let's just cut and get to that place. I will show you what I mean. So from here, I'm going to draw the side seam. You can draw it straight, or you can decide to make a curve to give it a shape before you now draw the flay. But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be taking the straight one, and then I'm going to continue and cut up all the lines. So after cutting this side seam, I'll go ahead and cut the neckline of the front. So I will raise up one part of the panel and cut up the front neckline. Then you should have something that looks like this. So now we are going to be going to the sleeve. Next is for you to cut the sleeve. I have a video on how to cut a sleeve. I'll be dropping that in the description section so you learn how to cut your sleeve. I have a full detailed tutorial on how to cut sleeve. Next, you go to your machine and join this. So right side facing together, you place it like this and join the shoulders. So I'm going to join the shoulders and come back to you. After joining the shoulders, this is how it looks. So as you can see, I've joined it. I'm going to go ahead and join the sleeve to the armhole. So I'll place it like this, right sides facing together, and I will join the sleeve. So go ahead and do the same thing. After joining the sleeve, this is how it looks. So as you can see, I've joined it. Next thing you do is to join the side seam. So you flip it over, right sides facing together. You go to your machine and join this. So you join this here. After doing that, you will go ahead to add bias to the neckline. So use the color of the fabric. You can use white, or you can use this deep blue or this navy blue, anyone. So that's the color you're going to use for your bias strip. So I'll go to my machine, place this here and sew on the groove here. After sewing it, I will turn it over like that and understitch it. So do the same thing on your fabric, and this would be the end of today's sewing tutorial. If you find this helpful, do like and comment. Bye.